control, manipulation, intimidation, jealousy, drama. These are all words that's circulating across the internet right now regarding a famous international family. And guys, we're going to dig in a little bit deeper during this segment. And so, hi guys, welcome to Radiate with Tanya. And I am here as always to empower women with valuable information, tools, strategies to grow and radiate minds. I like to inform others in different areas such as nutrition, fitness, family, education. I like to inform others with the truth and information in life to help empower you, help you to be able to see your goals come to pass. And so I do provide products and services such as parenting coaching. I do provide products for children, for social emotional needs. Please feel free to subscribe to my channel and follow me on my various social media platforms for more information regarding products, services, and also free products. Guys, I give away free products. And I know people love free products. So please, guys, do not hesitate to subscribe and also to follow me. And so today we're talking about 5 strategies to utilize when a Jezebel enters the family or becomes part of the family, basically. And so right now, what's circulating in the news is the Beckham family. And so the Beckham family is a famous family from England. We have David Beckham, that was a famous soccer player from England. He was, number one at the prime of his game. And then you have Victoria Beckham, which was part of the famous international group Spice Girls. And so she served as Posh Spice in that group. And she went on to become a designer. So she has her own design label, fashion design label. And so very public individuals, very successful. And they were blessed with these 3 or 4 beautiful children. And, we've never really heard any issues with them in the news before regarding their children or regarding anything really, except for, of course, and regarding what they do for a living. That was, playing soccer or in regards to entertainment. And so, we're just going to try to see here, did a Jezebel just enter their family? And so their oldest son, Brooklyn, just got married a couple of weeks ago, and there has been drama circulating since that wedding. And nobody really knows what happened at the wedding in regards to, I guess, the background of it. There were people there, of course, it was recorded, and people saw, what was being displayed, but nobody really knows, really, I guess, the inside scoop, the background in regards to the feud. And so there's a feud, and it came kind of after the wedding, and it was made public by Brooklyn, the Beckham's oldest son. And so we're going to take a deep dive in to see if a Jezebel actually entered that family. Did a Jezebel enter that family? So we talked, the other week about what a Jezebel is. So a Jezebel is anyone that is very controlling, someone that's very controlling, manipulative, tries to intimidate others with their words. And it's all about them. It's all about them. They like attention. They love the spotlight to be on them. And if that spotlight is not on them, then they will try to create some type of chaos. They thrive off of chaos. They thrive off of confusion. They try to, these particular type of individuals like to isolate individuals They like to isolate those in families, isolate on the jobs, isolate in regarding any type of relationship. They're always right, and they want everyone to see what they see. So they try to paint this picture for everyone to see their perspective, and they think that their perspective is the right perspective. And if you do not go along with their perspective, then you're isolated and they withdraw from you or they speak badly about you. And so I don't know much about the victims, but I thought it was very interesting that this individual, I guess her name is Nicola, is married to Brooklyn, and she comes into the family. She's, comes from a wealthy family herself. I believe that her family, her parents are billionaires, and she comes from a wealthy family. And so money is not a thing for her at all. And so the only thing that she was missing, I would say that the Beckhams had was fame. And so she had the money, but she did not have the fame. And so it's really interesting to see that all of a sudden there's family feud going on and that we've never seen before. And it started while she entered the family. And so we're going to look and see, is she a Jezebel? And I don't really know, but we can look at kind of the characteristics and look at some strategies just in case you run into a Jezebel in your family. Because I know that a lot of times there's individuals that enter your family and they can be very controlling and manipulative. And a lot of times you don't know what to do. And a lot of times people make the mistake of trying to confront them head on or try to befriend and divulge information. And no, when being around this type of individual, working with this type of individual, you have to be very careful. And you have to make sure that you're using a strategy that's going to protect you, that's going to protect your family, that's going to protect children. So we're going to kind of look at that and also some strategies that families can utilize so that you're not sucked into that web of confusion and chaos, because individuals like that, they thrive off of others that get overly emotional because of what they're saying or what they're doing. And so they love that and they will do whatever to make sure that it's all about them and not about you, not about your feelings. It's all about them. And so we're going to take a look here. And so I wanted to look at the scriptures in regarding family. And so there are scriptures in regards to family. We have Proverbs 22:6, train up a child in the way he should go. Even when he is old, he will not depart from it. And Exodus 20:12, honor your father and mother that your days may be long in the land that the Lord your God is giving you. So there's a lot of times that individuals come from toxic families where it's abusive and a lot of times they don't know what to do. And it's very hard to have that picture perfect family. And you have to protect yourself. And that's understandable. But when you come from a family that's loving, that's giving, that's not dysfunctional, that gets along with everyone, that really don't have any issues with others or with sharing, it becomes very questionable when individuals enter the family and they start causing confusion in the family, a rift. They start planting seeds in the minds of family members, trying to get them to think a certain way, ways that they've never thought before. And so you have to be very careful to make sure that you're not entrapped in that. And so 5 strategies here. We're going to start with strategy number 1, document what is real. A lot of times individuals that are Jezebels, that are controlling, they like to twist things. They like to twist things. And so you need to keep a journal to document and regarding what took place during gatherings, what took place when you're in the midst of that individual, so that you can always look back and reflect on that journal to see, what happened, when it happened, how you felt, what environment you were in. And by looking at that, you're able to see a pattern. If there's a pattern of things taking place, such as a pattern of certain topics of conversations coming up, or a pattern of trying to isolate individuals, or a pattern of trying to confront others during special events, certain events, holidays. And so it is great to keep a journal to see what is actually taking place, or what is real. Because a lot of times the Jezebel is going to twist things. They're going to make something seem like it's not. And they like to play on emotions. And so it's just great to document for yourself, and also for others as well, though, to be able to have the date, the time, and the setting. I think that's very important and relevant in regarding to working, being around a Jezebel, working with a Jezebel. It helps to protect you, and also it's receipts for you. Okay. And guys, I have a free tool down below that you can upload, download, and be able to utilize when documenting um, what you see in regards to a Jezebel in your presence. Number two, create boundaries. It is so very important that you create boundaries in your life, in different areas of your life. There needs to be boundaries in your household. There needs to be boundaries with your family. There needs to be boundaries at work. And these boundaries help to keep you safe, and also make sure that people respects you. Everyone wants to be respected. Everyone deserves to be respected. We may not like everyone, but you need to respect. And so you have to learn how to respect. So in regarding your atmosphere, you are in control of your atmosphere. And so if you're hosting a gathering in your home, you are in control of that atmosphere. So you need to create boundaries in regards to topics being discussed, and regarding seating arrangements, regarding the time gathering start or end, or who's invited. So you are in charge of your environment, and so you need to create boundaries to make sure people respect you. Remove yourself when needed. Remove yourself that so that you're not having to discuss something that you feel uncomfortable discussing, or letting individuals know that, hey, I don't feel comfortable discussing that at this time. Okay. Also, do not allow a Jezebel to frustrate you. Make sure that you are staying calm, and make sure that you're able to regulate your emotions. So make sure you create healthy boundaries so that you are at peace, and also those around you, also your family and loved ones around you. If you have children, you want to make sure that you create boundaries in your household, and regarding how your children, what type of relationship your children has with their family members. Create boundaries regarding the rules of the household, what they can do, what they cannot do. So it's very important. Boundaries help bring down confusion, and it prevents chaos. So make sure you have boundaries. Number three, do not divulge too much information to a Jezebel. Do not overshare information that this can't, don't overshare. Do not overshare. Information can always be twisted. And so do not share what you do not need to share with that individual. If you don't trust that individual, if they're controlling, manipulative, intimidating, then you do not need to be sharing information with them that they can use, that can destroy you or your family. So that's not wise at all. So do not share information that you do not need to share. Okay. When you're talking with them, questions don't need to have a long response. Keep your responses brief. Do not confide in them. Do not confide in them about anything. Don't confide in them about something that that's going to bring confusion into your family, or confide in them and regarding anything that you know that they're going to use to twist. And so do not confide. Number 4, do not isolate yourself. A Jezebel likes to isolate. They do not like individuals talking. They don't like to be exposed. And so they try to isolate individuals by taking them to the side, talking with them, planting seeds in their minds. So, no, do not isolate yourself. Always talk with others. Talk with mature individuals about, the situation. Someone that you can trust. Someone that you can trust. Someone that's not going to sit there and backstab you or betray you. And so make sure that you are communicating. You can communicate with anyone, a pastor, a very close, friend, counselor. There's different individuals that you can confide in. And I would not trust confiding in anyone that really has a relationship with that individual or that's really kind of around. And number 5, do not engage in a power struggle with them. Jezebels, they love power. They love power. They want to be in power. And so they will do whatever to make sure that they're in power. So if you're having a gathering and it's your get together, your gathering that you're hosting, they will try to make it about them. And they will try to, strip power away from you. And they will try to frustrate you on purpose to get a reaction. And so it's best not to even try to allow them to frustrate you. And so stay calm, cool, and collect. Because a Jezebel, they like to frustrate. They like to see you very emotional. They like to see chaos. They like to see confusion. They're smiling in the inside when they're seeing that. So make sure you're staying cool, calm, and collect. And when you do that, it makes it very hard for them to try to calculate and strike against you because they don't know what to expect, or they're just like, there's no type of emotion. And so they're not going to come that way again. And so those are 5 strategies, guys, that you can utilize when a Jezebel enters your family. And I hope that this will help you in future relationships. And please stop by my store to purchase any products or services that may benefit you. Again, there's free products and services that are being offered. So until next time.